I'm Roshelle Baier with ArtMoose here at the Licensing Expo, and we have Dana Agamalian, one half of Rinekwall.
Yes.
And you have some fun designs to share with us today, but first let's start with how Rinekwall came about.
Well, I had an idea for barbed wire wallpaper, and I wanted it to be real, which is not easy. You can't just work with barbed wire. So I asked John Reineck, who's a professional photographer, if he could help me actually make that visualization come true. And he said, I think I can. So he manipulated the barbed wire, he photographed it, and he engineered it, the pattern, and we created the design that endlessly repeats forever, horizontally, vertically, and it seamlessly matches up. And that was our first design. And since then, that same design was discovered by the Smithsonian Cooper Hewitt Design Museum.
The very first design you guys created.
Yeah, it was funny that they honed in on that one, and another one of ours too,
okay.
Wired. But it's the Smithsonian Cooper Hewitt Design Museum in New York City. They put it in their permanent collection.
The permanent one. That's
yeah.
So fascinating.
So,
and have you always been a
I was an art student in college. But I never considered myself a very good artist. I'm kind of just have all these ideas in my head, and then thank God for John, because he's a brilliant engineer, he's a brilliant art photographer, and that's how
the two of you
the
together.
two of us, he does everything I can't do, you know, and it's so
creative.
And I gave him some crazy ideas he has to figure out.
And he finds a way to
figures
execute
it out.
You conceptualize, and
yeah.
he can. Well, let's take a look at some of these designs you have. We brought a few with you today.
Yeah.
This is a new collection.
We just launched this collection, hot off the press. It's called the Artillery Collection, and a lot of times collections are just something that I have an idea or something I see. But this is a collection that was one experience after another that I've had that was rather odd, because I had all these artillery things. I know it's odd, right?
Right.
So the first thing that happened was I was in Beverly Hills walking down Wilshire Boulevard with my daughter in front of Saks Fifth Avenue. And she said, "Look, Mommy, is that a bullet hole?" And in the window, which was this thick, was a bullet hole.
Is this it?
That's the window with the dress behind it.
And it's beautiful.
And it's really, yeah, it's wild. So I photographed that. It's very rare that I would take a photograph and not John, but when you're there, you got to do it.
Yeah.
We make designs out of images.
Okay.
So, you know, sometimes we enhance them, sometimes we don't. You know, it just depends.
I love
There's no rhyme or reason to.
The artillery, it's so beautiful, and yet it's like masculine, but yet it's got the feminine beauty in the gold.
Yeah, those are bullets from an MP5 that I shot in the police academy in Newport Beach Police Academy.
And this is you shooting?
That was me. That's me shooting.
How much of a kick does that have? Did you have to?
No, it's
not bad.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. You handled it pretty well then.
Yeah. So, and then I collected them all from the floor and took them to John.
And he photographed. And what else? We have some photos of
Girl Scout camp, of course, with archery at Girl Scout camp. And it was just one random thing after another. So I shot the old wretched bullseyes, and
it spawned the whole collection.
Yeah, it was just one thing after another. This is an award that we won in another industry, completely different from this. It was the Best of Year Design Award by Interior Design Magazine, and in New York, and we were very honored to win that award. That's the wired and the barbed wire.
Those are the first two
at the Smithsonian. So.
Very cool. The Women Who Inspire.
I'm one of the women who inspire for Dana Karen.
Well, that's quite the honor as well.
It is. It was really a huge honor. Dana Karen's a lovely lady, and she's very philanthropic, and that's why she created the Women Who Inspire.
A little bit of TV. TV time on
Extreme Home Makeover discovered us, and so we did a house
They
for
found
them.
you.
Yeah. So, so that was fun. It was the No More Tears episode.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What is this here we're looking at?
That's the Mojave Desert,
Ah.
you know, and this is a very intricate pattern.
Yeah.
And for John, when you can imagine a wall that's 1,000 feet high and 1,000 feet long with that pattern never ever stopping, they start with the photograph.
And then you...
Yeah, or we make things. Like we will literally make something and then photograph it. Uh-huh. But you know, our designs go on any substrate or surface.
I think that's what makes it so unique. You were talking about wallpapers, but yet you can talk about canvas, you can talk about...
Well, that's how we got started, was in the wallpaper business.
Okay. Oh, this is a fun one as well, all these faces.
Oh, no, so there's an example of something we, in a sense, we made,
You created.
but then we photographed it.
Okay.
And that was a group of children that were instructed. I told them, draw smiley faces.
The children drew this.
But I didn't tell them anything else. Of course, they had a million questions. What kind of...
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you... I said, I'm not telling you anything else. Just do that. Okay. So that's what they came up with. And
very cool.
So that's 22 children's worth of faces there.
That you all put together. Thank you so much for stopping
thank you
by.
too.
This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love the full spectrum of the creative aspects that you guys have shown us. And where are you based out of?
Costa Mesa, California.
Okay, so the West Coast happening.
Yeah.
Thank you again for coming by.
Thank you so much.
And stay tuned for more here at ArtMoose.